Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The San Francisco 49ers have reportedly stunned the NFL world by securing a blockbuster deal with Miami Dolphins superstar TYREEK Hill. According to multiple sources, the 49ers have agreed to a massive contract with Hill, making him one of the highest-paid wide receivers in the league. This move comes as a surprise to many, as Hill had been a key figure in Miami's offense since his arrival in 2022. However, with the Dolphins coming off a disappointing 8-9 season and Hill's contract situation looming, rumors of a potential trade had been swirling for months. The 49ers, known for their aggressive approach to roster building, seized the opportunity to bolster their receiving core with the addition of the 5-time All-Pro and 8-time Pro Bowl selection. Hill's acquisition is expected to provide a significant boost to San Francisco's offense, giving quarterback Brock Purdy a dynamic playmaker to complement the existing talent on the roster. While the specifics of the trade package have not been officially disclosed, insiders suggest that the 49ers sent wide receiver Jawan Jennings and a 2026 sixth-round draft pick to Miami in exchange for Hill. This move signifies the 49ers' commitment to contending for a Super Bowl in the upcoming season, as they continue to build a roster capable of competing at the highest level. The trade has sent shockwaves through the NFL community, with analysts and fans alike reacting to the unexpected move. Many are praising the 49ers for their bold decision, highlighting Hill's elite speed and playmaking ability as a perfect fit for San Francisco's offensive scheme. Others, however, question the financial implications of the deal, noting Hill's substantial cap hit in the coming years. With a $27.7 million cap hit in 2025 and a staggering $51.9 million in 2026, Hill's contract poses significant challenges for the 49ers' salary cap management. Despite these concerns, the 49ers are confident that Hill's impact on the field will outweigh the financial considerations. Head coach Kyle Shanahan has expressed excitement about the addition, stating that Hill's presence will open up new dimensions in the team's offensive playbook. The 49ers front office has also emphasized their commitment to building a championship-caliber team, with Hill's acquisition serving as a testament to their dedication. As the season approaches, all eyes will be on San Francisco to see how Hill integrates into the offense and whether the 49ers' gamble pays off in their pursuit of a Super Bowl title. Hill's departure from Miami marks the end of an era for the Dolphins, who now face the challenge of replacing one of the league's most explosive playmakers. While the team has not publicly commented on the trade, sources indicate that the Dolphins are exploring options to bolster their receiving core ahead of the upcoming season. The trade has also sparked discussions about the future of quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who had developed a strong rapport with Hill during their time together in Miami. With Hill no longer in the picture, Tagovailoa will need to adjust to a new receiving core and continue to develop chemistry with his remaining targets. The Dolphins' front office faces a critical offseason as they work to reshape the roster and position the team for success in the competitive AFC East. While the loss of Hill is a significant blow, the Dolphins are hopeful that the trade will provide them with the flexibility needed to make strategic moves and build a more balanced team. As for the 49ers, the addition of Hill brings a new level of excitement to the Bay Area. Fans are eager to see how Hill's dynamic skill set will complement the existing offensive weapons, including tight end George Kittle and wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. The prospect of a high-powered offense featuring Hill's deep threat ability alongside the versatility of Kittle and Ayuk has generated significant buzz among supporters. The 49ers coaching staff is expected to implement creative schemes to maximize Hill's impact, utilizing his speed and agility to stretch the field and create mismatches for opposing defenses. While the team's defense remains a strong point, the addition of Hill adds an exciting new dimension to the offense, potentially making the 49ers one of the most formidable teams in the league. As the season draws nearer, anticipation continues to build around San Francisco's revamped roster and their quest for a Super Bowl championship. The trade also has significant implications for the broader NFL landscape. With the 49ers making a bold move to acquire Hill, other teams may feel pressure to make similar aggressive roster decisions to keep pace. The Dolphins' willingness to part ways with Hill could signal a shift in their long-term strategy, potentially leading to further roster changes in the near future. The ripple effects of this trade will likely influence team-building approaches across the league as organizations evaluate their own rosters and consider potential moves to strengthen their positions. As the NFL continues to evolve, the 49ers' acquisition of Hill serves as a reminder of the importance of bold decision-making and the potential rewards that come with taking calculated risks. In conclusion, the San Francisco 49ers' reported acquisition of TYREEK Hill represents a seismic shift in the NFL landscape. While the financial aspects of the deal raise questions, the potential on-field impact is undeniable. As the season approaches, all eyes will be on San Francisco to see how Hill integrates into the offense and whether the 49ers' gamble pays off in their pursuit of a Super Bowl title. The trade has set the stage for an exciting and unpredictable season, with the 49ers emerging as a team to watch in the coming months. The Dolphins, on the other hand, now face the challenge of moving forward without one of the league's most electrifying players. The front office must navigate the complexities of roster construction and salary cap management to ensure the team's competitiveness in the AFC East. While the loss of Hill is significant, it also opens the door for new opportunities and the potential for emerging talents to step into more prominent roles. The coming months will be critical for the Dolphins as they work to reshape their roster and position themselves for future success. As the NFL offseason continues, the TYREEK Hill trade serves as a reminder of the ever-changing dynamics of the league. Teams are constantly evaluating their rosters and making moves to strengthen their positions. The 49ers' bold decision to acquire Hill underscores the importance of taking calculated risks in pursuit of championship aspirations. The impact of this trade will be felt across the league, influencing team-building strategies and setting the stage for an exciting and competitive season ahead. In the coming weeks, more details about the trade and its ramifications are expected to emerge. Fans and analysts alike will be closely monitoring the situation, eager to see how Hill's addition to the 49ers roster affects the team's performance and prospects for the upcoming season. The ripple effect of TYREEK Hill joining the 49ers has NFL insiders buzzing about potential domino trades across the league. Some analysts are speculating that the Dolphins might pivot entirely, possibly targeting a young, dynamic wide receiver in the 2025 draft to fill the vacuum Hill leaves behind. Rumors suggest that names like Jackson Smith-Njigba and Jordan Addison could be on Miami's radar, with teams around the league quietly preparing counteroffers to capitalize on a highly motivated Dolphins front office. The chatter has reached fever pitch, with Twitter analysts and sports talk radio hosts dissecting every angle. How Hill's explosive speed will change San Francisco's offensive dynamics, how defenses will adjust, and whether this trade signals a wider shift in the NFL's competitive balance. Pundits are already imagining scenarios where Hill stretches the field to create matchups that force teams to rethink their defensive coverages entirely. Beyond the immediate tactical advantages, some experts are raising eyebrows at the psychological boost Hill could provide to the 49ers locker room, suggesting his leadership and reputation for game-changing plays might inspire a newfound confidence in teammates. Meanwhile, speculation continues regarding Miami's strategy, with whispers that they could aim for a multiplayer acquisition or draft capital to rebuild the offense around a fresh core of talent, a move that could redefine the AFC East pecking order. This trade is becoming the benchmark against which off-season boldness will be measured, and Hill's move could rewrite narratives about how elite players can reshape franchises almost overnight, creating a landscape where aggressive, high-risk maneuvers become the norm rather than the exception. As fans debate every angle, it is clear that Hill's arrival in San Francisco is not just a single transaction. It is a potential catalyst for a cascade of NFL transformations. For the 49ers, integrating Hill presents both a tantalizing opportunity and a complex challenge. Coaches are reportedly considering a series of specialized packages designed to exploit his elite acceleration and route-running precision. Rumor has it that Shanahan's offensive schematics could see a radical overhaul, with play-action passes and jet sweeps recalibrated to maximize Hill's ability to separate from defenders in the first 10 yards. Pundits are hypothesizing that Purdy's comfort in the pocket, combined with Hill's deep threat potential, could create a scenario where opposing defenses are forced to adapt in unprecedented ways, opening opportunities for Kittle, Ayuk, and secondary receivers. Behind the scenes, sources hint at rigorous training sessions aimed at syncing timing between Hill and Purdy, as missteps in coordination could undermine the initial impact of this high-profile acquisition. Analysts are also discussing the possibility of Hill's presence attracting more attention from defensive coordinators, which might inadvertently free up space for other offensive weapons, a strategic domino effect that could redefine the 49ers' attack patterns. Off the field, Hill's marketability and media presence could amplify San Francisco's profile, impacting fan engagement and merchandising, adding a layer of financial speculation that pundits are eager to explore. As whispers continue about potential tweaks to roster depth and strategic personnel moves, it is clear that Hill's signing is more than a single addition. It may represent the genesis of a broader offensive renaissance. The balance between managing Hill's explosive talent and maintaining cohesion in an already talented roster is delicate, yet the potential rewards could catapult the 49ers into a new echelon of NFL dominance. Meanwhile, Miami's locker room is reportedly abuzz with speculation as players and insiders process the sudden exit of one of the team's most electrifying playmakers. Rumors suggest some Dolphins veterans are questioning the organization's long-term strategy, wondering whether Hill's departure signals a philosophical shift toward younger talent or a more conservative financial approach. There's chatter about potential internal tensions and the urgency to elevate younger wideouts or invest heavily in draft picks to stabilize the offensive pipeline. Analysts speculate that Tua Tagovailoa might face increased pressure to evolve his game, relying more on precision and timing with less explosive targets, which could redefine Miami's offensive identity in a post-Hill era. Off the field, whispers hint at front office deliberations around cap space, salary allocation, and potential trade windows, suggesting Miami could make additional moves to capitalize on newfound flexibility. Pundits are questioning whether the team might target dual-threat running backs or versatile tight ends to mitigate the lost vertical threat, potentially signaling a shift toward a more balanced or unpredictable offensive attack. Fans are split between outrage and cautious optimism, fueling social media speculation about whether Miami could rebound quickly or enter a rebuilding phase. The ongoing discourse highlights how a single blockbuster trade can have ripple effects that extend far beyond X's and O's, influencing team culture, player morale, and long-term strategic direction in ways that pundits and fans are still trying to unravel. As the offseason unfolds, Miami's approach to recovery and adaptation is shaping up to be almost as fascinating as Hill's explosive debut in San Francisco. Speculation continues that Hill's presence could alter the 49ers' competitive strategy league-wide, potentially forcing rival NFC teams to reconsider defensive schemes and personnel acquisitions. Rumors suggest that teams like the Seahawks and Rams might adjust cornerback signings or draft priorities to counter San Francisco's increased aerial threat. Analysts are buzzing about potential ripple effects, where a single superstar acquisition could redefine positional value and lead to cascading roster adjustments across the league. Pundits are imagining scenarios where defenses will prioritize speed over size and matchups, leading to an overall shift in team-building philosophy, a move that could ripple into free agency trends and draft strategy discussions for years. Beyond defensive adjustments, whispers abound about complementary offensive acquisitions in San Francisco, with sources hinting at targeted signings or contract extensions designed to capitalize on Hill's presence. This speculation extends to special teams and trick play considerations, suggesting the 49ers could experiment creatively, taking calculated risks that may redefine conventional game planning. Fans are already theorizing about explosive scoring combinations, imagining highlight reel touchdowns that could shift momentum mid-season and pressure rival teams psychologically. Even off-field, analysts consider media attention and market impacts, with Hill's notoriety potentially influencing league-wide publicity strategies and sponsorships. In short, Hill's arrival is being framed not just as a personnel upgrade, but as a strategic pivot with potential ramifications across multiple dimensions of professional football. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Insiders also speculate about how Hill's unique style will affect San Francisco's practice dynamics and team chemistry. Rumors suggest that positional drills, timing exercises, and offensive playbooks are undergoing intensive review to accommodate Hill's speed and agility, creating ripple effects throughout the squad. Coaches are reportedly exploring specialized drills designed to replicate defensive schemes Hill will face weekly, emphasizing spatial awareness, acceleration bursts, and separation techniques that could redefine receiver development programs. Rumors are also circulating about the potential impact of Hill's acquisition on future draft strategy, particularly for the 49ers. Analysts speculate that with Hill solidifying the wide receiver position, San Francisco could prioritize bolstering the offensive line, defensive backfield, or running game in upcoming drafts. Insider chatter suggests that draft boards may shift in response to Hill's presence, with scouts and executives placing increased value on players capable of complementing a deep threat playmaker. Speculation also includes potential mid-round picks aimed at securing versatile athletes who can exploit the field space Hill creates, providing depth and flexibility across multiple offensive packages. Pundits are hypothesizing that Hill's signing might indirectly influence trades or free agent acquisitions, with the 49ers potentially leveraging their enhanced offensive threat to attract top-tier defensive talents or high-impact role players. Rumors also suggest that Hill's marketability and star power could provide leverage in future contract negotiations for teammates, adding another layer of complexity to the team's roster-building strategy. Analysts are debating whether this trade marks the beginning of a sustained pattern of aggressive acquisitions designed to elevate the 49ers into perennial championship contention, or if it represents a high-risk, single-season gamble. Fans are already theorizing which positions the team will target, creating a blend of excitement and nervous anticipation as the offseason continues. Hill's arrival is thus reverberating not just on game day, but across the entire strategic ecosystem of the franchise. Speculation about Hill's integration into the 49ers' offensive identity continues, with pundits theorizing that his unique skill set may redefine positional roles entirely. Rumors suggest that tight ends, slot receivers, and running backs could be used in unconventional ways to maximize Hill's impact, including motion plays, jet sweeps, and reverse concepts that stretch defenses horizontally and vertically. Analysts are exploring potential creative play-calling strategies, imagining a hybrid scheme that blends West Coast timing routes with deep vertical shots, exploiting Hill's unparalleled speed. Sources indicate that film study is intensive, with defensive coordinators attempting to simulate Hill's explosiveness for the team's own practice scenarios. Speculation also centers on how Purdy might adjust his reads and timing to leverage Hill's separation abilities, potentially transforming the quarterback's approach to progression reads and pocket awareness. Off the field, whispers suggest marketing campaigns, fan engagement initiatives, and social media strategies are being recalibrated to feature Hill prominently, maximizing his impact on the team's brand and cultural presence. Pundits are theorizing that Hill's arrival might influence future offensive philosophies across the league, as other teams analyze San Francisco's approach and consider similar high-impact acquisitions. In essence, Hill could become a catalyst for a broader conceptual evolution in NFL offensive strategy, beyond just the immediate scoreboard implications, making his presence a topic of intrigue on multiple levels. The Dolphins, meanwhile, are rumored to be exploring a range of alternative offensive strategies in the wake of Hill's departure. Analysts suggest potential acquisitions at tight end, running back, or wide receiver positions to compensate for the lost explosive capability, while also exploring draft day gambits that could yield high-reward talent. Rumors indicate that Miami might consider dual-threat players or hybrid athletes who can contribute in multiple phases, reflecting a strategic pivot away from reliance on a single superstar. Pundits speculate that Tagovailoa's role could evolve into a more nuanced distributor of the ball, emphasizing timing and precision over vertical separation, a shift that could redefine the team's offensive identity. Sources hint at discussions around potential mid-season trades or supplemental acquisitions to maintain competitiveness, underscoring the Dolphins' urgent need to remain viable contenders in a dynamic AFC East landscape. Fans are divided between pessimism and cautious optimism, debating whether Miami's approach will result in long-term stability or signal a rebuilding phase. Analysts continue to speculate about the psychological effects of Hill's departure on locker room morale, leadership structures, and on-field decision-making. Overall, the rumors surrounding Miami's response to the trade are fueling intense debate as the league watches to see whether the Dolphins can turn a sudden setback into a strategic advantage. Hill's move is thus not only a seismic roster change, but a lens through which the ripple effects on two franchises, and potentially the wider league, are being intensely examined. Finally, speculation is growing about how Hill's signing could influence the NFL's offseason narrative more broadly. Rumors suggest that other teams could emulate San Francisco's aggressive approach, leading to a wave of blockbuster trades or high-profile free agent acquisitions designed to keep pace. Analysts are already discussing hypothetical scenarios where elite receivers or cornerbacks are moved in similarly dramatic fashion, each trade sparking chain reactions in roster construction, salary cap maneuvering, and strategic planning. Off the field, pundits speculate about the marketing, media, and fan engagement effects, as Hill's presence may drive attention and viewership for both preseason and regular season matchups. Insider chatter indicates that the ripple effect may extend into coaching philosophies, with teams re-examining offensive schemes to counter dynamic speed threats like Hill, potentially reshaping league-wide approaches to passing games. Rumors also suggest that Hill's signing could inspire an influx of young talent aiming to join high-profile teams with championship aspirations, highlighting the interconnection between marquee player acquisitions and aspirational player movement. Fans and analysts alike are dissecting every angle, from tactical adjustments to psychological impacts on rival teams, as speculation about the trade continues to dominate conversation. Ultimately, Hill's move may not only alter the fortunes of the 49ers and Dolphins, but could set a precedent for how teams approach superstars, risk-taking, and strategic innovation in the modern NFL landscape, creating ripples that might be felt for seasons to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.